Hey guys, all right. Here's a little update, and I want to talk about something after that. So, after I made the last video about the 4022 and the energy that was hitting my chest, I gave it to the regent priests, and I made the video. I laid down, had a snooze, and they kicked my ass. They were yelling at me. How did you know? How do you know? How do you? I'm like, dude, I don't know how I know. And I told him the exact same thing I told you. I was watching a video, my spirit shifted, and his energy was hitting me, and I knew if I let it in, forget about it. I'm fucking gonna have a bad day. After that, after I hit me, and I made the video, I'm laying there, and a lot of things hit me. A lot of things hit me. The Agigi Anunnaki, that was huge. That was all number one. The gray aliens. The one I got was this. The original guys that made us on the earth to do slave work, Zachariah Sitchin, read his books. It's really important. That shit rung true for the most part. 90% of it true. Stuff I could understand. Zachariah Sitchin. And because it rang true for me, I got tingles through all the books. I read the whole series of his books, like 7 of them, or maybe, I don't know, I never counted, but you can get them online. They rang true. And I'm like, what? What? Now, every culture on the earth has their own gods and their own story with different names to that. Agigi, Anunnaki, fallen angels, Nephilim. But what? How do you sort it all out? Your inner light. That's how you sort it all out. Because you'll never figure it out without your inner light. So most people just ponder the shit. Say, yeah, that works with that. That works with that. Well, yeah, and that's the way it is. And they don't give a shit any further than that. Since that happened to me, anyway, since that happened, I realized I know what it all is in a in a in a in a in a way of being of that. Now you can go to the Greek gods, the Indian gods, like East Indian guys, the Oriental, fucking Russia, fucking Poland, fucking they all got Christianity, the Muslims have their thing, and it's pretty much all the same with different gods naming the same people. But what I've been also seeing is Saint Illusion, the astral world, the illusion. Well, the people in Christ call Earth an illusion. I come to learn later that Earth is a dimension, and yes, dimensions are real. I just said that I made videos about it. Anyway, this dimension on this Earth, and my seeds, God showed me in a vision how to see another dimension, another planet in another dimension. I don't know how to do it in my brain. Not a fucking clue. It showed me it can be done. All right. Now they keep secrets. Everybody keeps secrets. After this, I watched 2 shows on Bigfoot, mostly Bigfoot related, but they were talking about um, the Nephilim, the fall of the Nephilim, and the giants, and all this stuff in the Bible, and all this. Then I watched 2 shows of that, and that sparked my interest because it was talking. They were talking about things that happened to me, which I want to know because I don't know, and I want to know. Not that I want to do them things. It was because I want to know about it. Damn, that's all. I want to know about it. Then, as I watched those, the algorithms of Google whoop, brought me up the Book of Enoch. Didn't know. I heard of it. Never read it. Never read the Bible. Didn't know nothing about it. The Book of Enoch. And I proceeded to watch the first chapter or whatever. And it was audio. It's online on YouTube. I'll post it in the description. I beg you, if you're into ETs and how fucking life created on the earth, basically, it's to me, the guys that came to earth and created humans, small gods, the Igigi, Anunnaki, that's them in the Book of Enoch. The good ones and the bad ones. I listened to this thing, and there's 2 things going on. Enoch is describing spirit world and the physical. And in the Book of Enoch, he says the spirits. And then he says the bodies of man on the earth. So he basically explains spirit world and earth world, just like I do. Saint Lucian spirit world, meet people born into that. The fallen angels came down to the earth in the spirit world, were born into it just to get laid and teach everybody how to sin. Huh? All right. This is just one thing. It goes in this first video I watched, it roughly explains everything. Since the fucking dawn of man, and who's the dawn of man? Who created humans? It don't get ancient, like way back, like 10 million years ago. But it starts off, and it told me the fundamentals of this astral world and heaven, all the way down from the mountain. You climbing the mountain, they climb the mountain in the spirit world. In St. Lucian, they're climbing the mountain. You climb the mountain up to the light. He speaks of that. But he also speaks, as you're climbing the mountain of St. Lucian, you're born into bodies. They get you up there faster. Or you go down. But he's speaking in terms of the fallen angels, the gods, small g. Okay? Now, when he's saying the wrath over the earth and all these bad angels that do this bad shit, and they created the giants and all that, he says giants, he don't get into Sasquatch and specifics. But this is pretty damn good. What he's talking about blew my mind. I'm gonna watch the rest of it because I never heard this before. And everybody who explains the Book of Enoch, they go from, the best I ever read was Zechariah Sitchin, so I really didn't have to fucking read anything else, and I didn't understand half of it. I read it like twice, all the books, and I still don't understand all of it. this book of Enoch comes along online for free, and I'm going to take advantage of it, right? And he's talking about the exact same goddamn thing, more or less, but before, when they created the humans on the earth, and all these angels saw the women, holy shit, they're hot. They come fucking down here into a body, started partying because they wanted some ass, right? They weren't getting in heaven. They came down here, and you know, and they started sinning. They taught man how to sin. Fuck you, I don't care. Well, dude up there said, "Nah, you're going to hell forever." Whatever. And I got examples of that. George Bush. I saw what the regent priest did to him. God's orders. Blow you a fucking way, man. This is what they do to these. So, the evil that rules us for a long fucking time. The evil that rules this planet for a long time. I got a date in my head. Regime change, 4022. What that meant to me, evil's going out, and the good guys are taking over. That means all you fucking killers and psychopaths with your fucked up ideologies and all your shit, and you never listen to God, and you never do anything right. You don't even know how to save a baby bird, let alone feed it. All you know how to do is evil. So, bye-bye. Is that, just on that, is that when Christ comes down? The what do they call that? The day Christ comes back, or evil, whatever. I forgot the words. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the rapture. What if the rapture is for each one of us? Each one of us experiences a rapture, a dawning of God. You get hit by a car, you hit your head, and all of a sudden you go to the light, you see God, and He says, "Well, you got a choice to make, fucking here or there." You're like, "I want to stay here." Nope. Stick you, and that's your fucking rapture. Basically, that's what happened to me. But I was getting ETs and shit before my skins broke. That was what happened to me, and I'm on this fucking path now. Just learning. So, I'm going to put this in there. I beg you to listen to it. Oh, I ain't begging you. I'm just saying, man. You want to grow in awareness? Now, when you listen to it, you can listen to it with your mind. Then listen to it with your heart. Really, listen to it with your heart. And he's talking about the spirit world, and he's talking about the earth. And you got to be careful. When he mentions the waters, he'll mention the waters of the earth, the deeps of the earth. Or he'll say the waters, which is a plane of existence in the astral world. It's a whole different fucking waters, man. When you die and you're fucking in the abyss, that's a whole different thing, right? And there's the eternal ocean, which is not the abyss. So that's a different thing. Or isn't it? And if you want to know, ask Christ. So that's what I do. Or have visions. Ask your seeds. Have visions. But these are the things that I've been coming across. It's blowing me away. My little thing led me to this. The book of Enoch and his ratings and stuff. But you got to remember, there's two things going on. The one I'm putting in here is like chapter 1 of something or something. You'll see. Listen to it, man. And then all the rest of them are in there too. So you can just listen to it. And if you get stuck on it, you can rewind it and listen to it again, man. That's what you do. But I want to say this. When I hooked up to that beam that was hitting me, when my attention went there, my soul, and showed me it, it was like a plane of existence where all these souls lived, and it was ice cold, where Christ and Christians and Christ is love and compassion, and nice and warm and huggy, and you make you feel like a baby. That's Christ. These guys, ice fucking cold. Doesn't mean there's bad people there. There's good and bad. How about that? I don't know the whole story of that plane of existence, but that plane of existence came with the Anunnaki, the good ones and the bad ones, the angels, all that shit. That was them. And they're still here. Somewhere along the line, Christ, and he talks about this heaven, the heaven for men, the men in the flesh, the men in the, when you die in the flesh, you go to heaven, or you fucking go to hell. That was really, I'm gonna go back and listen to it. That was very important to me. And just to know who them fuckers are. So I'm not saying they're all bad, but how are you gonna know? How are you gonna know? How are you gonna know? You're doing your C5, you hook up, and the grays come down. Well, when they pull out a fucking dildo the size of a goddamn leg, you're gonna know. That's all there is to it. So you're gonna know. So, and he also, Enoch, another one more thing I want to point out. He talks about the luminaries of the earth. The luminaries of the earth. I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch that again because that's the Illuminati. The luminaries of the earth. And they're bad. And he talks about them. Now, how does he fucking know the luminaries of the earth? Because he's the one who brought it down, man. He's the one who said it. We picked it up, the Illuminati. They're still controlling the earth. I dreamt it. I have visions about the whole goddamn. The Illuminati sit around the big fucking table. In this world, they have their big powwow of what they're going to do and accomplish in the next fucking 50 years. And guess who comes along? Some big, tall ass spirits. And they're big and tall with fucking heads. I made a video about the vision I had. And they mentally give them, or their priests, the information. And they write it down. And that's what they do to control us cockroaches. Had a vision all about that. Now, who are the Illuminati? And who's controlling them? Well, the fucking Anunnaki, the fallen angels. They're down here somewhere up in the astral, probably that goddamn realm. They come down, the bad ones. Enoch gives them the names, the bad ones and the good ones. Gets the names. They come down, give the Illuminati their orders. And also, he went to the poles of the earth, the ends of the earth, the poles of the earth. Doesn't mean it's a flat fucking earth, all right? There are no floating fucking space cakes. Space cakes, fuck, come on, man. Fuck. Anyway, he goes to the poles of the earth. And he says, there's 3 portholes. And one porthole blows the cold wind from the north. He goes, but when three blow, everything is fucking frozen. There's a hurricane of -0 or absolute 0 blows on the earth and kills everything. Well, they found mastodons with summer food, frozen solid, in their teeth and in their stomach and in their digestive system. And they're still finding them. They're still finding them. Frozen solid mastodons. He explains what happened. Now, a porthole opened in front of my face. A fist came out, gave me a black eye, cut my eye, cut my head, cut my thing. Okay, that's a fucking loser scum demon thing. Did that. I didn't know about it. I wasn't ready for it. It happened. Ooh, or whatever. I had it. Thing is, he describes the fucking last ice age. When these three fucking holes open up, portholes into what realm? Into what realm? What realm? These portholes blow and freeze the mastodons and create an instant ice age. You gotta listen to this thing. It'll blow your mind. This Enoch stuff is great, great, and it's good to ponder. And when you go to bed and when you're listening to this, and you go to bed like I do, and you're pondering, what are the three portholes that will freeze the fucking land on the earth? You go to sleep and whoop, your seeds take you into a vision and show you exactly what you asked for. But don't think about it that way. For me, I ponder it and fall asleep. I go, there's no fucking way. Next thing I know, here I am looking through a porthole to another fucking world. And the creator, my God people, whatever the fuck is up there, I have ideas, really good ones, and they show me. I show them me being poor every day. Could you send me some money? I need the $6.49. Nope. But and Enoch was a cool fucking dude. Enoch was a cool dude because he's all about the trees, all about the birds, all about the animals and the smells. Everything's beautiful. And he lives for the fucking nature, more or less, and he wants to know the secrets, just like me. I'm fucking basically, he's reading me. So I don't know what that means. I'm not fucking Enoch, trust me. But something's going on there because I'm all about that shit. I'm all about it. But whatever the case may be, Enoch, I guess, I don't remember, but wasn't he in the Zechariah Sitchin Anunnaki stuff? Noah was. Noah. Enoch. They're all Zechariah Sitchin. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe I'll make another video about it. I'll write down some quotes, things inside the Enoch. And I don't have no Zechariah books. They're all gone. They got stolen. Along with my forbidden archaeology. Years and years and years and years and years ago. Just whoop, gone one day and that was it. And that's about it. So that's what I gotta say, guys. This shit's real. This shit is fucking real. And I'm confirming it for myself because I've had all my experiences have shown me this Enoch stuff. I'm not saying I'm the man of the fucking fallen angels or anything like that. To me, as far as I know, during the last ice age, which the pyramids were already here in Giza and South America and fucking India and all them places, all them pyramids, step pyramids down there. Atlantis was there. The pyramids on Atlantis were there. There's a big city in fucking Mexico. The basin there. There's fucking pyramids down at the bottom of the ocean. Big ass, huge ones. They've been photographed on radars and sonars and everything else. Anyway, that's when I came during the last ice age. All this shit was going on. I was born into it. I was born in the Aztecs. I was born into Atlantis. I was born in Kenya as a dude running around, learning the way. Born to the Native Americans. But I was never born into the the elite of, but I knew of them. But I knew that was just bullshit. They were playing God to humans. And I, somewhere along the line, decided, fuck you, the humans are better than what you're giving them credit for. Then Christ came along eventually. I joined them guys when Christ came. Because Christ came way after the pyramid builders, the Anunnaki and the Gigi, proclaim themselves as gods of the fucking universe and all things because they had some technology. Whoop, whoop. They knew how to do things spiritually. Whoop. So do I, right? They were ruling over the humans. Eventually, they decided, well, fuck. These humans are getting kind of pissed off. And they got out of there. Cockroaches. And the humans learned. And now we got our luminaries taking care of the cockroaches. And the cockroaches see us as gods. So we'll go to work. We'll join the firemen. We'll join the policemen. Think we're doing God's will. But we just sold our souls to a fucking mob. We just sold your soul to a mob. Be it a good, righteous one. Or just a fucking cop. But still, you walk in the doors of the government and there's a big fucking evil things. And you walk in to get a job. That's the gateway to your enslavement. Take it or leave it, man. But that's what the doors are there saying. We are the government of Canada. Open the doors. And the two beasties looking down on the corners of the building and the cornerstones there and everything's all Freemason and these big nasty things looking down with eating a dead baby or some fucking thing. You see them online all the time. Well, that is what you're selling your soul to. You don't even fucking know it. You don't even fucking know it. Go look. Go look. It's all there, man. It's all there, and you don't even know it. When you're gonna go to court, same thing. Maybe the older buildings, newer buildings, it's all there. It's online. Go look at the commercials. Look at the commercials. Look at the symbolism. Look at the symbolism. Look at the colors. You know it's all there. Fuck, I don't even got to talk about it. But yeah, that's me. I ain't sold my soul yet. I ain't taking the jab. Not yet, anyway. But when you're on top of the mountain and you know they're the fucking bad guys, it's a whole new fucking game. You gotta take the jab to survive and teach people? Take the fucking jab. Doesn't mean you sold your soul. But you gotta know it and you gotta own it before you do it. Just to live here. But know it. It's sort of like this. You know Slayer, the band Slayer? Slayer. Go read the lyrics. It's a fucking, basically, it's evil. Some are fucking rotten evil, and some are education. Some are fucking just history put into coolness. But it's all still rotten. The guys have seeds. The guys have fucking Christ in them, but it's still rotten because you perceive it only as rotten. Okay? It may be rotten and it may be antichrist and all this shit, but it's just a little nothing. You still get tingles from listening to rotten music, but you know it's rotten. You don't support them. You don't support the music industry. You don't support fucking drinking blood, bold drinks of bullshit, and all that bullshit. You don't fucking support any of it because you know it. But people still do. Yeah, I'm gonna drink a can of bullshit. Ooh. And then they end up in the fucking hospital with their gizzard hanging out, dried up and fucking shriveled up testicles. But you're cool. You're up drinking the bullshit. Whatever, man. Do your thing. I don't give a fuck. But now that you've seen it, now that I told you, you're gonna go out and you got that seed of doubt in your fucking head. What if that guy was right? Well, then you're gonna know and you're gonna go research it and you're gonna start seeing it. That's what planting the seed is. So you better turn off this goddamn video real quick. But anyway, the Book of Enoch, I'm gonna put it in the bottom here. Fucking, if you're interested in this and it's real, I'm freaking out. I got a whole bunch of things I want to talk about out of that book. It explains it real good. Real good. astral world and the physical. Home is the astral. That's what no one ever remembers. Home's the astral world. Here is the school of learning. And what Enoch talking about in this one chapter, this first video, is taking over and ruling the earth and the astral in their realm. What he's saying is the big guys in the astral, okay, the gods, all small g, only one god. But this faction who claim themselves gods over the earth, well, when Christ came, they're like, oh. So Christ basically is one of them. He said, to make a fucking simple short, he's in the astral world. He's a fucking Anunnaki, a Nephilim, or whatever the fuck they're called. He goes, there's one thing, you guys, it's so fucking cold here. You don't got no compassion. Now we got all these humans running around. They're all cold. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Fuck you, I'm making my own thing. Christ came out, boop, and made Christ consciousness on the earth. And I knew it. Then, Christ consciousness on the earth. Then Christ, Jesus Christ comes, spreads the word, come to me. Leave these fucks alone. They're all fucking pyramid worshiper, fucking deceitful fucks. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing, following fucking angels, screwing women. And that's all they wanted, really, by the looks of what I'm reading here. And they have a good case, because there's some beautiful women. But not enough. And then basically they taught man how to sin, which is why they're called fallen angels. And they got fucking sent to hell and in the abyss and all that good stuff. No crazy shit. It's not good stuff, but it's the stuff you want. Everybody wants to read that shit. What's it like down there? I ain't going, but good damn, I like to know what it's like down there. You know. Then Christ came, you go to him. Then all the other religions came, and they're all fighting for the earth. But there's nothing to fight about. So, when you're worshiping God, make sure you're worshiping God. Enoch even talks about it. God. Creator of all fucking things. Alright? So you gotta there's two things going on. Try to pick out which is the spiritual, spirit world, astral world, to the physical world. It's a trip, man. It's a fucking trip. And I hear people talk about Enoch and all that shit, and they take it literal. The whole goddamn work's literal. It's all about the earth. There is no astral world. There is nothing to us. So we take, and even the priests do this. The priests in the churches. The Enoch's book, it's all literal. There is no astral world. It's fucking literal. No, it ain't, motherfucker. I go to sleep and I'm in the same illusion. And it's just as fucking real as this world, but a little different. I can make a phone disappear. Boop, it's gone in the same illusion. I can sit here for fucking 10 years going, it just ain't going away, but I can't do it here. Why? Because this is the fucking meat world, where it's all atoms and molecules on a fucking plane of subatomic particles that make up the human and all life, because all life is made up of atoms and shit. And at the core of the atoms, what makes up the atoms and the DNA, what makes up the DNA of everything? Subatomic particles. I fucking seen it. I went and fucking saw it. But I'm condemned because I say the F word. Come on. And when he says the foul mouths fucking swearing people that curse God, Well, you ain't really cursing God if you don't know who God is. So there you go. Um, when you curse God with your mouth, which I fucking don't, I curse out of frustration and absolute stupefied of stupidity of the human race and politics. That's why I swear. Anyway, just general frustration. And I grew up that way, and that's the way it is. Anyway, all right. I just want to make this video. Check it out. Enoch. The book Enoch. It's mind blowing. It'll blow your mind, man. Blow your mind. Later, guys.